If you are worried that you will lose the best part of your life after a hysterectomy surgery, you are mistaken. Modern cutting-edge science offers ways to make your life even better after uterus removal surgery. After consulting thousands of patients and reading hundreds of research papers, I have distilled and streamlined these information nuggets for you. Today, we describe our video research in 3 parts, containing a wealth of life-changing, easy-to-follow precaution that can make your life after a hysterectomy enjoyable. This talk is divided into 3 sections. Section 1, what to embrace. Section 2, what to avoid. The last section, section 3, 3 special case situations that you need to know. Each chapter is divided into multiple parts for easy interpretation. You can follow the section and times below to go to each topic separately. In India, we have got a very high number of hysterectomies. Worldwide data suggests that 40 out of 100 women beyond 64 years in India will have had a hysterectomy. Some data suggests that this rate is too high. In fact, Indians undergo hysterectomies 40 times more frequently than women in England. Even compared to Nigeria and Ghana, Indian hysterectomy rates are 3 to 4 times higher. We will discuss this reason for this in a separate video. However, it is important to understand that we must learn to successfully live beyond the hysterectomy. Recovery from a hysterectomy happens in 2 stages. The immediate recovery just after surgery is known as surgical recovery, but today we will not discuss this subject. Instead, we will focus on long-term life after hysterectomy surgery. What to embrace after hysterectomy surgery. This section covers activities you should do more often after hysterectomy. Within this chapter, we have divided into 5 subtopics. By embracing these aspects, you can significantly improve your quality of life even after hysterectomy. Embrace bone health. It is a misconception that hysterectomy causes bones to get lighter. However, you must be careful about your bone health because at the age when hysterectomies are more common, bone health problems also start. Excessive rest can worsen bone problems quickly. In India, 1 of the 3 women suffers from osteoporosis, often starting between age of 25 and 30. When friends discuss bone problems, women may falsely believe that the bone health deteriorated due to hysterectomy, though it started years before. Instead of unnecessary anxiety, take scientifically correct steps for better health. Using kneecaps or costly herbal medicines cannot improve bone health. To keep your knees healthy, walk regularly. Get vitamin D from sunlight, not by capsules, and ensure adequate calcium in your diet. Exercise regularly and vigorously, or else the vitamin D and calcium you consume will be wasted. We have a special article on this topic and I will provide the links below. If you want to check your bone status, the link will also guide you on getting a bone density test done. Next, embrace menopause. Menopause is inevitable. All 3.8 billion women in the world will experience menopause one day. Men and women alike must be aware of menopause. Either you or your partner will go through it. Understand that menopause is not a disease, nor it is a symptom of a disease. It is a natural and gracious change in a woman's life. Yet, misconceptions about menopause are rampant. Menopause usually starts around 50 years of age. If you had a hysterectomy and your ovaries were removed along with the uterus, that is called a surgical menopause. There are several health conditions where menopause can be life-saving. So, please do not get upset, anxious or sad about it. Today's life after menopause is fundamentally different from what it was 20 years ago. After menopause, women often achieve greater success in their family and professional lives. 8 out of 10 women in Forbes 2024 list of 100 most powerful women happen to be postmenopausal. We cannot learn how to live with menopause by looking at the lifestyles of our mothers and grandmothers. Science is advancing rapidly and our average lifespan is increasing. We have Numerous resources on menopause available on YouTube and Substack. Read them and embrace menopause confidently. Embrace dietary fiber. Here is a fascinating story. Towards the end of 1800s, Nobel Prize winning Russian scientist Ilya Mechnikov searched 36 countries to find the source of health and happiness. He eventually discovered some tiny slimy bacteria in the diet of Bulgarian farmers known as Lactobacillus bulgaricus. Those who follow our channel and Substack are surely aware of this astonishing discovery of human-friendly bacteria. However, modern medical science still does not fully understand how these probiotic bacteria elevate our mood, boost our immunity, and fight against cancer. They most certainly do, but exact mechanisms remain unclear. Initial research is promising, and it is expected that this type of research will revolutionize medical science in the next 80 to 90 years. One thing we do know is that the food we digest is not beneficial for these probiotic bacteria. Instead, the dietary fiber that we cannot digest is their sole source of energy. After menopause, the number of friendly lactobacillus bacteria decreased sharply in the vaginal region. To maintain the population of these friendly bacteria, include regular dietary fiber and a bit of yogurt in your diet daily. Embrace sex. Many women worry that they cannot have sex after hysterectomy. This is a myth. After surgical recovery, approximately 1.5 months later from surgery, there is usually no problem of having usual vaginal sex, and partners should be aware of this. Remember, the majority of sexual activity happens in the brain, not in the vagina. If you are relaxed, problems of dryness will be much less. If needed, there are multiple water-soluble vaginal lubrication creams available. Do consult your doctor for advice if you need. Embrace a positive outlook. A 2022 study by Tukan revealed that many women feel their womanhood has ended after a hysterectomy. These women start to believe they are different from their peers who still have their uterus. However, the same research shows that if women are given scientific proper knowledge, they can rebound and not suffer from the baseless anxieties. Avoid believing in rumors and myths to enjoy your life. On our next segment, what to avoid after a hysterectomy. Avoid urine infections. Just like with bone health, remember that a hysterectomy does not cause long-term urine infections. However, the age at which hysterectomies are commonly performed is also when urine infections become more frequent. Drink enough water to flush your body and never hold your urine for long periods. Create a list of decent toilets throughout your city and share it with your friends. Avoid simple sugars. Include a bit of curd in your daily diet to enhance the probiotic bacteria in your gut, boosting your immunity. We have a masterclass on preventing urinary infections. The link is below. Avoid heavy weightlifting. Doctors generally advise patients not to lift very heavy weights for 3 months after a hysterectomy. This advice is based on Western data, where dietary protein intake is higher than in India. To avoid the risk of hernia, avoid lifting heavy weights for a little bit longer. Do not sit for prolonged periods directly on the floor unless you are exercising, and make sure to exercise regularly to prevent hernia and from becoming overweight. Avoid becoming overweight. As we age, our metabolism slows down and our body becomes more efficient in using food. This means even a small amount of food can sustain us for very many hours. Nowadays, people often eat based on meal timing and attraction towards the food rather than real hunger. There is no scientific evidence that a hysterectomy increases body weight, but you must be cautious as weight can increase sharply around this age. Whether or not you had a hysterectomy, take adequate precautions to manage your body weight. We have many helpful articles and reviews on how to reduce body weight. The link is below. Additionally, learn why Indians struggle with weight management and how our genetic factors have evolved over centuries. Link to this astonishing story is all below. Avoid vaginal washes. The vagina is a self-cleaning organ. Please do not use advertised vaginal washes in search of better gynecological health, even if they claim to have the same pH as your vagina. Avoid them because they are unnecessary and can harm your body's own friendly group of bacteria. Worries. Many suffer from anxiety that after a hysterectomy they have an empty space in the abdomen. In reality, there is no such empty space. The colon or other organs comfortably take up this extra space. Now, the segment of 3 special case studies. Number 1. Understand the exact meaning of hysterectomy. A hysterectomy is removal of the uterus. There is a false notion that the ovaries are always removed during hysterectomy surgery. However, removal of the ovaries is called separately is known as oophorectomy. Check whether you just had a hysterectomy or if your ovaries were removed too. If you still have one or both ovaries inside your body after the surgery, you need to take additional precautions. Even if you experience gas problems or non-gynecological bloating, urine or bowel problems, consider doing an ultrasound. Ovarian problems may not give you gynecological symptoms, so stay aware. Number 2, check your cervix was also removed during the hysterectomy or not. In some cases, the cervix can be left behind due to surgical need or patient's request. Some believe that keeping the cervix in provides a sexual advantage, although this claim is debatable. If the cervix remains, you should continue regular pap smear until 65 years of age. Number 3, confirm whether you had a normal hysterectomy or an extended hysterectomy. There are complex gynecological issues that may require different follow-up and additional precautions if you had those type of hysterectomies. These are not difficult to follow, but knowing them will help you manage yourself better. Consult your doctors for specific advice. That's all today. See you soon over another important topic.